Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm here to give you guys my review for Lucha Underground Season 1, Episode 30. And this episode is called Submit to the Master. And this episode was taped on March 21st, 2015, and it aired on June 3rd, 2015. And we had Matt Stryker and Vampiro on commentary for this show. What I can't believe is including this episode, there's only 9 episodes left of season 1 of Lucha Underground. I can't believe I'm getting so close to being done with it, so I'm happy about that. So let's get ready to the actual episode itself. The episode started off with a meeting in Dario Cueto's office between Dario Cueto and Chavo Guerrero Jr. And Dario Cueto was surprised to see Chavo Guerrero Jr. since he quit Lucha Underground, but Chavo Guerrero Jr. said this isn't about his job. This is about the Black Lotus. And um, and Dario Cueto, we found out pretty much had sent Chavo Guerrero Jr. to try to find the Black Lotus, and to take care of her. But, he says that, El Dragon Azteca got to her first. So, um, and has been training her. Um, and then Diocletian is like, yeah, but he wouldn't dare. He wouldn't dare step foot in this temple. And Chavo Guerrero Jr. says that maybe he's got somebody working on the inside, someone who said it was. Um, and then he pretty much admits that it was him. He says that El Dragon Azteca said that he would pay his debts from Mexico if he brought the Black Lotus to um, Dario Cueto's brother. Um, and then Dario Cueto then wants to pay Chavo Guerrero to get Black Lotus head on a silver platter. And he offers to pay him money, but Chavo Guerrero Jr. says that all he wants is protection from Mexico, and Dario Cueto grants him his request. And then obviously this leads to something later on in the show. I like this part of the show though. I actually like this storyline. It's a weird storyline, but it's a good storyline. And then we had the first match on the show. It was um, Jack Evans versus Alhenis, or however you say his name. And before the match starts, Dario Cueto comes out and pretty much says that he wants to make people care about this match by adding high stakes to this match. So whoever wins this match will get 2 of the 7 Aztec medallions. So we had the match. This match I thought was pretty damn good. Um, Jack Evans hit a really cool um, tilt-a-whirl armbar right onto Alhenis, which was cool. Alhenis hit a flip dive on the outside. He ends up Jack Evans throws Alhenis into the guardrail when he goes to jump off the steps and attack him, but Alhenis power bombs him into the guardrail and hits a wicked right hand right onto Jack Evans. Alhenis hits a one-handed Michinoku driver onto Jack Evans, but Jack Evans kicks out. And then Jack Evans rolls up Alhenis and gets the victory, but it was a really cool roll-up. So Jack Evans gets 2 of the 7 of the Aztec medallions. We know that Phoenix has the first one, and now Jack Evans has the second one. So I don't know if this is going to lead to a 7-way match with all 7 guys who could possibly get the Aztec medallions. But I'm excited about this. So yeah. And then we had a backstage segment with I think that Dellavalle, and Big Rick, and they found out that they have been granted a Lucha Underground Trios Championship match, but they have to find a third partner. So Big Rick wants his cousin, the Mac. But then Cage comes up and says that he should get the match because he likes inflicting punishment. So the Mac and Cage get into a fight, and the Cage pretty much beats the crap. I shouldn't say the Cage. Cage beats the crap out of the Mac. He throws him into lockers. He throws him into one of them so hard that it tips over one of the lockers. and Big Rick wants to step in and do something about this, but Dellavalle stops him, and then Cage body slams the Mac right onto the locker, and they pick him to be the third partner for the Lucha Underground Trios Championship match. Then we had another backstage segment with the Black Loudest and Chavo Guerrero Jr. And Chavo says that he's gotten her a match against Mantasna, which is the brother of Dario Cueto. I think this is the first time we've heard him by name. And she's obviously happy about this, but then we find out it's a trap. Chavo Guerrero Jr. tries to attack the Black Loudest, but the Black Loudest is able to fight him off. She beats the shit out of him. She throws him into the locker and just starts beating the crap out of Chavo Guerrero Jr. Then Chavo Guerrero Jr. Singles now, and Mr. Cisco and Cortez Castro come up and try to attack her from behind. She does a pretty good job fighting them off originally. She opens locker doors right onto Mr. Cisco. She throws Cortez into the lockers, but then eventually Chavo Guerrero Jr. pops up and hits her right across the back with a kendo stick and beats the crap out of her, and then they handcuff her. And obviously, there's more that leads to this later on, and I'll get into that. But I love this backstage segment. I thought it kicked so much ass. And then we had the Lucha Underground Trios Tag Team Championship match. Lucha Underground Trios Tag Team Champions. Actually, what's the actual name? So Lucha Underground Trios Champions. Son of Havoc, Ivelisse, and Angelico versus Dellavalle, Daivari, Cage, and Big Rick. I thought this was a good match here. I liked it. Angelico is doing really well in the beginning portions of the match, taking out Cage. But then Son of Havoc tags himself in, and they start arguing about this, and this distracts Cage and Angelico, and Big Rick comes in and hits a double clothesline on both of them, and the heel team gets the heat for a little while on Son of Havoc, but then Son of Havoc starts to do well in this matchup, but then Angelico tags himself in, and Son of Havoc and Angelico get into another argument, and Ivelisse gets upset because they're not tagging her in, but even though she has an injured ankle, and eventually the heels get the heat for a long ass time onto Angelico. I thought they hit some nice, really cool heel moves on him, though. I liked that. Big Rick teased like he was gonna do like a vertical suplex onto Angelico, but then he tagged in Cage, and Cage ended up doing it himself. I thought that was cool. And Ivelisse ended up sitting in the audience because she got upset that they wouldn't tag her in, and then eventually Dellavalle, Son of Havoc, distracts the referee. The referee somehow got distracted. I don't remember how. And Tejano Jr. runs out and hits Big Rick off the head with the bull rope around his hands. And this distracts Dellavalle Daivari. And Angelico hits a high knee in the corner onto Dellavalle Daivari. And then Tejano Jr. tags himself in. No, not Tejano Jr. Son of Havoc tags himself in and hits the shooting star press for the win. And Son of Havoc, Angelico, and Ivelisse end up retaining the Lucha Underground Trios Championships. And I thought this made sense that Tejano Jr. came out and cost them the match since Dellavalle Daivari and Tejano Jr. in a feud. So I like this. I like the fact that Tejano Jr. is a face now. I think he's a really good baby face. And yeah, I like this. So I liked it a lot. Then we had another backstage segment with Dario Cueto, and Chavo Guerrero Jr., Cortez Castro, and Mr. Cisco come in with the Black Loudest, and they want to know what they want them to do with her. And Dario Cueto wants her to be put right in front of Mantasna to give his brother some company. But obviously, we know that what's really probably going to come. And they had O2 all, they had her mouth all taped up, and they held a kendo stick towards her neck, and she was tied up. So I like this. I kind of like this because it's a really cool storyline. It's one of those storylines, though, you have to suspend your disbelief for it, but I still liked it. And then we had the main event. It was the the first ever Lucha Underground submission match, Pentagon Jr. versus Sexy Star. I thought this was a really good main event here. Sexy Star, Pentagon Jr. cuts his promo saying that he's going to have Sexy Star as a sacrifice, but before he can finish, Sexy Star attacks him from behind, but then Pentagon Jr. gets the upper hand. He kicks Sexy Star on the hamstrings a ton of times. He ends up hitting a chop right to the chest, and then he goes for his package power driver. Sexy Star counters it and hits a toe-to-will head scissors, and she tries to go at first for a submission move where she pretty much like a Muda lock, but Sexy Star was too small to do the move. Sexy Star hit a really cool dive on the outside, and Pentagon Jr. went for it, and then Sexy Star moved out of the way. She had a dive off the guardrail right onto Pentagon Jr. She then hit a flip dive earlier in the match as well, and Sexy Star pretty much beats the shit out of Pentagon Jr., throws him into the steel post a ton of times, gets him into the gets him into a I can't really explain it, but gets him into like almost a Fujiwara armbar, and then eventually Pentagon Jr. ends up putting Sexy Star like in a tombstone position and tries to cross her legs together to try to get her to submit. That was cool. But then eventually Sexy Star, the finish comes when Sexy Star gets Pentagon Jr. into a half Boston Crab, and you think Pentagon Jr. is going to tap out. He has no hope of getting to the ropes, but then Superfly runs out, who we haven't seen since he was taken out by Pentagon Jr. after the mask versus mask match between Sexy Star and Superfly, but Superfly ends up taking out Sexy Star. He lays her out with a power bomb. This makes sense since Sexy Star caused him to lose his mask, and then Superfly sacrifices Pentagon Jr. Sacrifices Sexy Star to Pentagon Jr. Pentagon Jr. hits the package power driver on Sexy Star, and then afterwards he gets her into a surfboard submission, and almost like a Death Valley Driver, or whatever the name of that move is, surfboard submission, and Sexy Star verbally taps out, and Pentagon Jr. wins, and he's about to break the arm of Sexy Star, but Vampiro just can't watch this. He runs into the ring, and they have a face-off, but Vampiro is conflicted about this. He doesn't want to go through with this. The fans are chanting for him, but Vampiro walks backstage, and then backstage, we see that Vampiro is starting to get back into that old dark mindset that he used to have back in WCW and TNA. And he's a lot of the quotes that he says, well, he said he's had to go to therapy because of the stuff, is like rendering through his head, and he ends up smashing his face off the mirror, and it's like we're going to get the old Vampiro back again. So I like this, and obviously we're going to get something with Pentagon Jr. and Vampiro. You can kind of see that it was starting to happen with when Pentagon Jr. originally attacked Melissa Santos, and Vampiro was the one that was going to step in and stop him from it. So I like this. I'm excited to see what happens with this, and I'm excited. Overall, I thought this was a good episode of Lucha Underground. It wasn't a great episode, but it was a good one. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. As I didn't really give any star ratings for the show. The Jack Evans and Hennis match gets 3.25. The Lucha Underground Trios Championship match gets 3 stars, and the submission match gets 3.75. It was really good. But that's pretty much my review of Lucha Underground. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please make sure you guys like, comment, and share this video so people will watch it. Make sure you guys subscribe to this channel for more content, and click on the bell so that way every time you upload a video, you guys will get the notifications for it. Make sure you guys do the same thing for my CM Brothers and on the Talkinator YouTube channels. And that's pretty much it, guys. Talk to you later.